This is how companies can use Salesforce's revenue lifecycle management plus RafterOne solution in a box for a great subscription experience. Here's the benefits of RLM plus subscription in a box. One is the product and pricing master. So product and all of the data are directly pulled from RLM, leveraging out-of-the-box APIs to give that single source of truth for product and pricing. So it's mastering the data. It's not creating a duplicate copy anymore in B2B. You don't need to have your own B2B copy for products and pricing. It's sourcing it directly from RLM. Next is more performant APIs. So we're leveraging the attribute-based pricing is going to simplify the product variations. No more creating quotes, no more creating opportunities to just get that product pricing. By leveraging the APIs and going directly to that single source of truth for product and pricing, you can speed up the process and make it much easier for these performant websites. With the solution in a box, you get an expansive integration library. So you can reduce the time it takes to tie together payments. And if you're selling, let's say, subscriptions with hardware or some kind of physical goods, as well as shipping, inventory, and commerce. You're going to get these pixel perfect templates that are designed just for solution subscriptions. So instead of it being a website that looks like it's really for manufacturers, you're going to have something that's designed just for companies who are selling subscriptions. You're going to have a versatile component library. So this is where you're going to have all these different components to deploy for revenue, for contract lifecycle management throughout the entire storefront experience. And lastly, it's going to be configuration driven. So it's going to reduce the time to market to implement these things because of the configurable framework, as opposed to having to build things from scratch. All right, so when we look at a storefront like we have here for the subscription offerings, you have your good, better, best. Now, historically, this has had to be 3 different products in CPQ, in B2B commerce. And so what that would do is we'd had to pull in 3 different products on the page to basically have the different terms. And then we'd also have to create a quote and an opportunity when we add items to the cart just to get the data. But with leveraging RLM, that doesn't have to happen anymore. The key to that is this attribute-based adjustments. So what you can see here is you can have different pricing variations here for the good, better, best, or the annual, monthly. And so what's happening here is we're only having to look at the product master in RLM. We're able to look at 1 SKU, not 3 SKUs, and be able to take the data here from the attribute-based adjustments and be able to pull that data into the storefront. So this is going to streamline how fast it is to get products on a page, but then also it's going to speed up the process of adding items to a cart, getting that pricing, leveraging the APIs out of the box to get accurate pricing without having to create a quote and to create an opportunity just to get the price of what your customer should be paying for these different subscriptions. So what you can see is when a customer checks out, we're not going to be creating a quote and an opportunity like we did before. We're going to be creating an order, which is standard with B2B commerce, but we're also going to be creating assets. And we're going to have the start date and the end date. Again, this is going to streamline the process to make it really easy to manage amendments, to manage those additional licenses, to do the add-ons, all because it's going to be at the asset level. So what that means is when a customer goes back into the website to make an amendment, they're going to be able to choose these different actions, whether they want to renew, whether they want to add licenses, whether they want to do add-ons. And all these things are going to be driven from that asset object as opposed to the contracts and the subscriptions. But the power of where solution in a box comes for subscriptions is the ability to easily configure these items. So the power of solution in a box is when you come in here and you look at how to configure these different storefronts. So you can see here, you can choose more of the manufacturing template or the subscription template. I can choose all of the different colors, navigation, things like that. Where the power of RLM and solution in a box come together is when you start looking at the storefront configurator. So here I can configure my catalog from RLM. I can choose whether it's going to be bundle products, whether it's going to be usage products. When it comes to pricing, I can choose what's going to be the pricing master. Is it going to be RLM or is it going to be some kind of external pricing engine? When it comes to subscription management, I can choose that the subscriptions are going to be based on RLM, that I'm going to be able to have new, renewed amendments, and I'm even going to do auto renews. And then later on, when RLM has billing, we'll be able to choose from billing as one of the options. So the power of what we're seeing here is You're making it really easy for these storefronts to be built with solution in a box. And then by tying into things in RLM like the attribute-based adjustments, or even in here where you can go ahead and set up where the pricing and the data is syncing from, all of this is going to streamline subscriptions and make it much easier for customers to start getting that recurring revenue from subscriptions, but also a faster way to set it up.